said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Clemson Tigers, Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFB this year, the Miami Hurricanes. Taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Clemson Tigers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Clemson will boot it away to get this one started. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. So Miami's offense will come out first. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job.
Brings him to the open. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38.
This running back in the Miami backfield is deadly because of his speed. He's so elusive. You get the feeling like he could score any single time he has the ball. He gives the offense a lot of balance, but he gives them that home run ability too.
Good pick up there as he gets the first down and they'll mark him at the 48.
Really, really good decision-making by the quarterback. Don't get greedy. Yes, I can make reads, and I can pull it, and I can throw it all to the yard. If I can take 10-plus yards and continue to do that and continue to be smart with my decision-making, this offense is going to be very difficult to stop.
And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Give to the running back. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And that's back-to-back now. We've seen this running back get it done on their opening drive of the game. That last carry got the first down. So if I'm the offensive coordinator right now, I love the way my O-line's playing, and I love the way this guy's toting the rock. I'm going to give it to him again.
He'll pull it down and run. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. Quarterback making checks. Softened him up with a run, now to throw. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down. Oh, they dial up on 2nd, and a long way to go. Looking to fire. Gets it out fast. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. You can really set the tone for what's possible in your season in early season showdowns like this, both in the top 10 and both with the loftiest of goals.
This one's fun too, David, because we had this game circled in the offseason. We knew this was going to be a really good matchup early, and we're going to find out the answers to a lot of questions we have about both these teams.
Well, and sometimes it's hard to figure that out, right? Like, you don't get till mid-season, you're like, oh, they haven't played anybody. Out the gates, 2 top 10 teams, we get to find out really quickly who's legit.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Grabbed behind the line, it's Hale. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Canes!
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive and cap it off with a touchdown.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Let's see what he can do with the return. So Clemson's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks. David, this one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names, brand versus brand, big-time baller versus big-time baller, trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them today. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
They'll run the option. Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
The Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Motion from the wideout. Going to swing it on 2nd down. The short hands. It's Soto. And he's dragged down.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
The Tigers come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his big tight end. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a 4th down.
And that is why this punter is such a big weapon. He can completely foot the field. He's got a cannon for a leg. That was a moonshot. They were able to get down.
Turning it on! And he's brought down after a nice game.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
1st and 10 from their own 15-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Strong. At the 40, there he goes. Oh, there's an alley to the left. 10. Touchdown, Hurricanes. He got a step and just dusted the field.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off.
Clemson, 0.
And he's going to bring it out. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Quick completion on the out. He works his way up to the 20-yard line and goes out of bounds there. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate.
Oh, he's got some space. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. He finds a soft spot in the middle. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, get in that rhythm. Find that timing at the wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. Finds his man. It's Soto. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. And the Tigers come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. On third and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up fourth down. Clemson will send the punt team out. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Blocked those heels at the 10 and didn't go backwards. He makes the fair catch there. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going and now right back to work. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place trying to help their defense. Maybe picked up a couple as he gets to the 14.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. You got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And the Canes will hustle to the line. They'll try to get the first through the air. Snagged out of the air. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. And the Canes come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Man, how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense. And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football, sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Jamison. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Canes are moving quickly down the field. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to scramble. Gonna try to get it himself. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one.
And defensively, you've got to know this guy, man. He's got some wheels to him. He'll get outside the pocket. You can't let him outside the cage. Those ends have to do a good job of keeping contained. When you lose it, this is what happens. He can get outside, can scramble, and can get first downs.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
To the air on second down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, giving up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz.
Touchdown, Miami! A great catch and run for 6. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. They'll move the wide receiver. This is a designed run. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Back to pass on second down. Throws for the tight end. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Man, it's fun to watch defense that just, they look so in sync and coordinated. And watching the tape coming into this week's game, you could tell last week this defense was dialed in. They don't give up big plays. They don't give up points. They make you earn everything. Looking like another game like that so far today.
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Looking downfield on 1st down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Talking to the coaches before the game, they wanted to start fast. This offense, man, not only have you not put anything together, the defense hasn't either. This game has gotten away from them early. They need to do a better job of protecting their quarterback.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. They'll wrap him up and bring him down, and that's how we'll wrap up the first quarter. We've reached a break, and Miami is holding onto the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Looking for a crease. It's strong. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him, get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Snowed under by the defense. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Hurricanes line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. He'll try to pick it up on the ground. There he goes. And he takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line. An explosive play for this offense.
Yeah, 3rd and 1, you know they're running the football. It's just a matter of who's getting it and where they're going. But this offense, it really didn't matter. Nice job up front, nice execution. Picking up not only the one, making it an even bigger play and getting the first down.
Well, it's clear the coaching staff had a little conversation before this drive, and they said, we have got to run the football. All 4 plays of this drive so far have been runs, and they're taking a bit of an attitude shift here. They want to be physical, and they want to pound the defense into submission.
And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
They'll run it here on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Canes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
I think there were a lot of doubters that wondered how this team was going to be able to handle this environment and whether or not they could find success early in this game. They have proved all of those doubters wrong. They have been dominant in every phase, on offense, on defense, and on special teams, and they are piling it on here early in this game on the road.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Looking down the middle. Finds the big tight end. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
All season long, we've been watching this defense dominate against the run. They're the #1 rush defense in the entire country. With a big lead in this game, you cannot run the ball and expect to win and get back in it.
Motion from the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. With the catch, it's Alvarez. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Great job by the defense here, forcing the fumble on the wide receiver. Look, understanding the ball came out quick. I got to break, get hats to the football, secure the tackle, try to get that football out. Nice turnover, nice hustle by this defense.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Catch in the middle, it's Jamison. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
And you got to love the versatility of the big fella. You can put him in the box and let him block big defensive linemen, or you put him in the slot and you throw him the football and have success.
They'll keep it on the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Back to pass. Fires to the middle. It's caught. Breaks into the open. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in a first half.
It's complete to the right. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple first downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleed.
The snap sets up the throw. Working that left side now. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And really good job knowing I don't get in the end zone. I got to get close to the end zone, be ready to break on the football as soon as they throw up. I can't give up any.
Touchdown, Hurricane! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Defense has got to do a better job of corralling this wide receiver. They've got to know where he lines up each and every play. And then once he has the ball, they have to play with a sense of urgency and get hats to the football. He's just way too dangerous in the open field.
Clemson, 0.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
Off play action. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. Clemson will send the punt team out. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And the offense has a long field in front of them as the ball is marked down at the 10.
And it's a great punt. Obviously, he gives himself time to let his guys get down the field, get in position. Remember, don't let that thing cross the goal line. Try to keep it inside the 10. Nice job down in the football, setting your defense up for great field position.
Brought down at the 26 after a 15-yard pickup. Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. The give to the back. Plows through the deep and runs through another guy. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
Man, I just love physical backs that break tackles and get those extra yards and show that toughness, Palmer.
He's so hard to get on the ground, David. He plays with great pad level and also has phenomenal balance for a rookie.
And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. And the Hurricanes with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Back to the ground game on the left. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Can't make the grab, in this offense, which has been brilliant this season on 3rd down, doesn't convert this time. A couple of yards short of the 1st down in your own territory, but they are going to go. Makes the grab, he's got a 1st down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
And quarterbacks got to understand, I know you got your favorites, and you're going to look out there and you're, that guy is really good. I'm going to find ways to get him, but I got to take what the defense gives me, and double coverage is probably not the avenue that I want to go attack consistently.
Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down. And the Canes come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. This offense has put on a display in the 1st half, and they have a chance to tack another one on before the break. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Miami! Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Throws to the tight end. Got his man to the left. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
And 1st down for the offense.
To the air on 1st down. Got a man. It's Alvarez. Turning it on. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a 1st down.
And that is another 1st down for the offense.
They just keep firing. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Makes the grab. It's Soto. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Complete with conviction on the crosser. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down. It's amazing how fluid and potent an offense can seem when you get a great pickup on first down, and the tight end's a terrific place to go.
Tight ends nowadays are kind of like cheat codes. I mean, they just know so much about right here. Seeing zone, know when to sit it down, boom, positive yards, nice positive play for this offense.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field, and nowadays you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Now from inside the red zone. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. Trying to pick up a first down. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. From the left hash, he'll try to bend in a 37-yarder. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. Let's not say they cut into the deficit with that field goal. Maybe just, I don't know, tweaked a little bit of it away with their fingernail. He'll bring it out. It's strong. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
That's caught. It's Hale. They'll immediately call timeout.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. And the Canes have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Hale. Good pick up there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
And with that pass right there, over 300 yards. That's a good day at the office. Being able to execute, doing a good job seeing what's coming, anticipating, taking some shots today, but has held really strong, put up some good numbers.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to throw on first down. Here's a hit. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think you'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
Makes the grab on the left. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Canes will kick it off to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Nothing went right in that first half, and the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive of the offense.
Yeah, the first possession, because your possessions, you're only going to get so many possessions, and you've got to score on every single one of them. Offense, defense, special teams have to play out of their mind, but they have to believe.
And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to go up top. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Well, this offense keeps giving up sacks, and they keep finding themselves in situations like this, 3rd and long right now. They don't have many points in this game, and this is a big reason why. It's hard to score if you don't keep the 3rd downs manageable. So moving forward, whether it's running the football on 1st and 2nd or throwing short passes earlier in the drives, they've got to change things up because taking sacks like this is killing this offense.
So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be... back. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. They'll try to get outside. Got the 1st down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And the old school toss play, huh? A little just toss to the right, get the running back on the run. A little bit more space, too, out wide where you can see, like, oh, where am I going to go? Where's the hole, as opposed to when you run right up the gut. So I like the mix-up. I like changing it up, tossing that fast guy and get him on the perimeter.
They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. The Hurricanes with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They'll go to the ground. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Single back formation, and they give it to him. Open space at the 25. Touchdown, Canes! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that, and he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
Clemson, 3.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Gets it past the marker. Oh, and he ruins the big gator with a fumble. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. They drag him down pretty quickly, but the defense forced a big turnover. Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. From the shotgun, the inside give. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Trying play action. Fires to the middle. Found the spot in the defense. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up to try and get...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Hurricanes.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, that pivotal top 15 battle is in the books. Here's how things went down. Iowa looked like a program ready to take the next step after a big road win today. This was a complete team effort from the Hawkeyes. Offense, defense, and special teams doing its part. Heck of a showing. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This top 15 battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Clemson will send the punt team out. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. The ball is going to be downed at the 35. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. Under fire. They get to him as he throws. Oh, he's got some space. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the 3rd quarter, but when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out, and that's exactly what they're doing now.
Across the 25. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
Here we go. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Miami!
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd.
Clemson, 3.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Leaves it with the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Tight end finds a soft spot. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The Tigers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the 1st through the air. He's got it. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Here comes Clemson with another 1st down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. The offense lining up for a first down play. They'll try the run. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. Bringing it back. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Touchdown, Canes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And I like this offense. I like watching it, man. They find a way to make plays and spread the football around. But I tell you what, I think this QB has an eye for this guy because that's 3 TDs now in 4 games. He wants to find him to make plays, really starting to trust that receiver out wide.
Clemson, 3.
Bringing it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly to the tight end. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking downfield on first down. Throwing right. He's got it. Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain. The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
And we talk to teams week after week and quarterbacks and coaches, and what do they always say, man? Quarterback's best friend is a tight end. Well, that play right there, he wasn't his best friend. You don't see a lot of drops from him, but, man, he had an opportunity to catch that one.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The D thinking bring some heat on third and long from the 44. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Fires to the tight end. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on first and 10. They get him down after he makes the catch. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Wants to fire on second down. Steps away. Pulls it in. It's Lanier. Gets enough for the first down, but not sure they'll get another playoff here in the third quarter. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. up the final period. They go to the ground. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. And the Hurricanes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The give to the back. Can't get him to the ground. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. First down and 10. Here's the handoff. There he goes. Got some room, entered to the goal line. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has them set up. And the Canes have it in scoring position on first. He's going for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Hurricanes. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay the consequences of losing this ball game. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Looking downfield, it's Worthy. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long, ball's at the 25. Wide receiver comes in motion. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. Clemson will send the punt team out. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the coverage team surrounding the ball. No chance for the return man to get in there on that one. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays. Everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. And the Canes come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking for a gap. It's Richard. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just
breaks into the open. The 20. Touchdown, Miami. He got loose, and it was lights out after that. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive. Just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
Out of the gun to give to the back. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that one.
So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Wide open downfield. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Back to pass, it's Worthy. Finds his big tight end.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. Caught in the backfield. It's Daniels. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Wants to keep it in the air. Got his man quickly. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The Tigers come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. On third and short, the power run here. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into fourth down. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. He boomed it through, a 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Interesting to see the ripple effects after this one in the SEC today, fellas. Georgia was like a 65-man mute button. They went on the road and silenced one of the most vocal crowds in football. And it's clear this Dogs team has adopted the mantra, let your play do the talking. Sure happened today. Always interesting to see good SEC teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Keeps looking downfield. He's going to run it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The Canes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll try to power their way ahead. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Turning it on! They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. In your own territory, if you don't make it, I mean, it invites disaster. But it's 4th and inches. They had to go for it, and they made it.
Well, if I lost a bunch of weight, I'd be skinny, but I didn't. So go for it every single time. I love it.
The give, and tick, 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 tick. At the 35, he's open. Oh, he's getting ahead of... And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Canes! They've built a little cushion and now closer to getting a victory here in Week 4.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. There's a lot of pressure when you have that number 1 beside your name, and perhaps it was the pressure, perhaps it was just one of those days, but that reign is coming to an end. And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18. And the Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Gives it on the option. He breaks a tackle. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and he'll loft one deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Coverage team does a good job and touches it dead. No return. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute that.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Takes the handoff. It's Richard. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. It's incomplete, and the defense makes a stop and gets the football back. Looking to throw, it's Worthy. Using the quick game. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Clemson trying to put its paws on a productive red zone trip. Defense in press coverage. 2nd down, he'll throw it. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete on the right side. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will.
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a... of a high note, a little bit.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. With this big cushion they're working with, Jesse, they're ready to send these fans toward the exits.
And you know the coaching staff has got to be so happy with how this offense has been able to come out here on the road, fight the crowd noise, and execute at such a high level, Dave.
Yeah, just dominate the football game. And now, listen, it's mode where I can run the football, run out the clock.
Oh, he's got some space. He's at the and we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And with that TD, this team looking to go 4-0. Just how you want to start a season, man. They've done an unbelievable job answering all the questions, starting off the year just how you want to. Now, keep it going. Keep that momentum. Don't relax. What a start to the season.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield, it's Worthy. Got his man.
And I know this football game is over, but we got to keep fighting. We got to keep finding something, some kind of rhythm in this offense, something we can hang our hat on that we do really, really well. Listen, the intermediate passing game like this has taken over college football, short to intermediate. So if they can find some of this, it'll help their offense moving forward.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the big fella. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking down the middle. He makes a catch. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Takes a shot as he lets it go. I'm sorry, you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous part. A late touchdown.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
They're set to kick it off. And you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Final minute, this game's on ice. They can take a knee and run out the clock.
This offense has to feel great with how they're able to go out, execute, and perform big plays all game long. I think it's sending a statement, too, to future defenses down the road on the schedule. They're going to be tough to contend with.
Yeah, I mean, they got firepower, putting up so many points. This thing is easily over. Now they can just chillax, go back to the locker room, know they're going to get the victory.
They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left. After this, it'll be a wrap. power football with the run. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. The Hurricanes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Caught near the sticks. It's Hale. And that is how we will wrap this one up. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations.